Continuing fallout from Hillary Clinton's email scandal has many wondering if her once seemingly inevitable nomination in 2016 is not so much of a sure bet anymore. Some of those wondering, top-tier Democrats who may themselves want a shot at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Here for a fair and balanced debate on this, Fox News contributor Angela McGlowan and former senior advisor to Senator Harry Reid, Penny Lee. Penny, first to you, what are you hearing among your Democratic sources? Are people now all of a sudden looking to take a run at her?
I don't think it's all of a sudden. You have always heard throughout this entire process, for many years now, Martin O'Malley was looking at it. Other governors were looking at it.
This kind of opens the door, though.
But you know, but it's nothing that is surprising. Bernie Sanders and many others have always speculated what it might be like. Look, over the United States Senate, you have 100 people over there that on any given day think they deserve to be the commander-in-chief. So this is nothing new.
So, Angela, is this good for Republicans in the sense to have a primary or a possible primary fight on the Democratic side, or is it better for Republicans just to have one person to focus on?
I think it's very good for Republicans because if you have like a Mark Warner or if you have Vice President Biden, if you have Webb, former senator from Virginia, I think that it's good to have diversity. Now, if they do what we did in 2012, where Newt Gingrich went after Mitt Romney, then Republicans will have something to run on. We can use Democrats' own words.
Well, everybody went after Mitt Romney in 2012. If you take a look, though, at the possible contenders on the Democratic side, we have a list of them. You've got Senator Webb, as you mentioned, from Virginia, Martin O'Malley, former governor of Maryland, Joe Biden, the vice president of the United States, and then also Elizabeth Warren, who's much farther to the left than Hillary Clinton is. Penny, where does their support lie in the Democratic Party, or is everybody just waiting and not wanting to support anyone until they hear from Hillary?
I think everybody's still in the dating game, as they would say, that we do have a primary, and no one has figured out who they're going to be proposing to right now at this time. So let's let the process continue, and let's see who floats to the top, who is going to be actually the nominee. Yes, there's a lot of assumptions that when and if Mrs. Clinton does announce that she would be the presumptive nominee, but there are a lot of people out there in the Democratic Party with a lot of good ideas.
But one thing I do know is this, that the Congressional Black Caucus will support Hillary, and the majority of the Hispanic caucus will support Hillary. So if you have a primary on the Democratic side, she has a lot of those people locked up because she supported them in their congressional races.
She's a very popular politician.
She's a very popular politician. A lot of people, though, will say she's not a very good politician, or at least not that good out on the stump and out on the campaign trail.
I don't think you survived for 25 years doing what she does without being a good and skilled politician.
In one sense, but we're looking now at the possible candidates that could challenge her. Does having a primary competitor make her better? Is having a sparring partner better in that sense? Does that help harden her come a possible race if she does win?
I say she already has a primary going on right now, and that's the media primary. And you're also starting to see every single Republican candidate out there right now already trying to take her on. So I would say she, by the time, if she's a nomination...
Bush is not trying to take on Hillary. Yes, I beg to differ. Scott Walker's not trying to take on Hillary. They're actually defining themselves.
So did you watch any of the speeches in which they gave to CPAC and others? I think Hillary's name was mentioned more times than any other Republican.
But yet they're still trying to define what policies they can do.
Yeah, I think it'd be great for them to stay on their policies.
Well, we will see in terms of the policy race, both on the Republican side, also the policy race on the Democratic side. An interesting note from Peggy Noonan, the headline in the Wall Street Journal on her article this week: Hillary seems tired, not hungry. You think that's true?
Absolutely not. I mean, Peggy likes to write a lot of different things, but that is one that is absolutely not true.
Angela?
Humility says it best. Hillary does come across as arrogant in her last press conference dealing with Benghazi. The fact is, humility says it best, but I do think she's going to be the front runner.
Well, she certainly is at this point. We'll see, because there isn't anybody else in the race. We'll see if anybody makes a run at it, and we'll have you two back to talk about it.
Thanks so much.
Penny, Angela, appreciate your time. Thanks.